if I'm mad, I can go Hulk and smash. You can get all my raps, better not cross my path. I'm just mad, I'm big, mad. We stay mad, cause we mad.
Good evening. What is going on? You are tuned into the Mad Ones Live. This is your boy, Professor Tony, alongside your guy, Boogaloo Jones. What's going on, Boogaloo?
What's happening, man? How's your week, man? How was your week?
We've been going well, man. Week's been going well. It's been spring break for the kids, so it's been busy. But I'll tell you this, man. It's been a crazy time, man. I ask you, Boog, man, what you mad at today, bro?
Man, I'm mad at this confusing ass story right now. I don't know what's going on with nothing. I don't want to, I want South to have a fair trial. I hate it happen for both for both teams. For the little boy who lost his life and the old boy who had this, stuck in. So, hey, man, I don't know. It just
So the story you're talking about is Karmelo Anthony, the suspect, and Austin Metcalf, the victim in this situation. If you don't know what we're talking about, there was a Texas stabbing that went on, I believe last week, and it's been a lot of political race baiting narratives, misinformation, media manipulation, anything you could think of that has been coming out in this story. So we're about to present and lay out the facts as is told to the police, and not out there to just stoke the racial tensions that are going on in this country right now.
They let you know America racist as hell all the way around.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
So it's going, and the bad thing is it's adults that are spewing it on both sides, telling lies. So there is a few lies that they put out. One they said that I'm gonna show you a picture, but somebody photoshopped a picture of the little boy, the white boy, Austin Metcalf, holding a pistol and some other gun, and he was saying, "I can't wait for these coons to come to my tent," or something like that. But it turns out it was photoshopped and fake. And they said the same thing with the black boy. They were saying that he had a prior incident. He got suspended from school and had a prior incident for using a knife. That turned out to be lies. So people are just making up lies. You get what I'm saying? They're just getting all type of lies, and everybody's getting mad and jumping to conclusions.
This is gonna be like the OJ trial. I can see that now. That's what this is gonna turn into. Now you have black people on one side, they ain't give a damn if he did it or not. They just want him to win. You got white people on one side.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is going to turn into.
That is what this is. They're trying, and when the trial does start, this is going to be that big. This is getting a lot of press. Now, the first time I heard about it, I heard it from some black conservatives. It just popped up on my feed. I click on it, and they were like, "This is a new low for black people. How dare they? They're raising $300,000 for this young black boy who just violently deleted this young Christian, good, bright smiled, bright future." This I get it, but I'm just telling you how it was introduced to me. So I'm over here like, damn, what the? I'm like, why are we doing that? Oh man, what the? You know what I'm saying? And first of all, let me make a statement to everybody out there. It's a trial. We got to stop putting everybody that gets accused of something, right, and automatically saying that they're guilty. I know America loves to do it. We love to do it. But at the same time, I seen it on both sides. No, wait. That's what I was about to get to, bud, because it was a boy named Kyle Rittenhouse during the Summer of Love. He was walking around protecting that building, a shop owner. He was a shop owner, asked him to watch the building because you remember they were burning everybody's businesses down. So he said, "Hey, I'll pay you to watch this, to watch my store for me." He was standing outside, and some of the BLM members, and some dudes actually weren't even black. But the point is, some of them people ran at the boy, trying to fight the boy. The boy goes, you see him on video actively running away from them, even though he had the gun. So I think that's why he was able to get off. He used the gun. I think he deleted one of them. Kyle Rittenhouse got off. I seen the black people on that side going, he's guilty, he's guilty, he's guilty. Didn't care about none of the facts. Now I see
But
on
see,
this
the thing
side, I
I be
see the white
saying,
people. Last thing, I see the white people now saying this boy is guilty. Y'all don't know what the hell happened, and we're going to break it all down because there's a lot
and
of
this is what I want to
misinformation
say
about.
too.
Because number one,
Now,
it wasn't done in a high school. That's a lie, right? And they're trying to say that it was in one tent and in another tent. We're gonna clarify all of those things, but they're just saying that this guy just popped up and wanted to just premeditated
but see
deletion
how
of
they do.
this kid. That's what they put.
When they took the boy for shooting up all them black folks at the Burger King, we couldn't say name. Remember him? The one who shot up the 33 and had the Burger King.
Well, now that's different though. But I want to bring up related things because that one he went in there with the intent. He had a manifesto and everything. He wanted to delete as many black people as possible. All right.
Yeah.
That's why I want to go off of the all right, well, another one, I think his name is Daniel Penny. Remember? It was a black man, a homeless black man that was making threats to people on the
he choked him to death. He couldn't let that man go.
And he was restraining him. The man passes away, okay, and he gets let off. All right. So I seen people automatically jump on. They don't know everything. I'm just saying we got to start doing. Can we wait for the trials and all this stuff to come out? That's all I'm saying. Because it's like it's all this information that comes out, and it's so you know what I'm saying? It's so sporadic, and it's opposite from what the police have, and then it's opposite of what is going to be presented in court, and everybody's just getting mad. You know what I'm saying?
Lie say, if you black, you guilty to prove it innocent. You know that. Come on, man. You know how the court of law go in America.
That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to be
innocent.
Well, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and we don't do that.
But that ain't how it go. We don't get that privilege. Nah, we don't get that privilege.
Right.
Dude, we don't get that.
So there's a myriad of things floating around right now, and it's going crazy. But I would say, first of all, this started off in Texas. Why is that important? Why is Texas important?
Boy, they Texas gonna try to hang you down now.
No. Why is it important for Karmelo Anthony? It's crazy that his name's Karmelo Anthony because when people first heard it, they were like, "What?"
His son, damn, Karmelo's son done deleted something.
They were like, "What?" That's not a name. That's not a like. They obviously had to name him after Karmelo. That is like, what are the chances of that? Anyway, but you're like, that's my favorite player. I'm gonna say because people do that. They do name their kids after like their favorite player sometimes. But point being, Karmelo Anthony. The one that did the stabbing, right? They raised over $200,000 for him. As a matter of fact, I'll show you.
300,000 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Actually, we'll show y'all that here. This has a lot of people outraged. Okay, so like I said, this is how I got introduced to the story. I got introduced saying the black community is had hit an all-time low by supporting this situation. So I was just like, what? So this is what got me looking into
legal. He deserved legal representation regardless.
Right. And that's my thing. How can y'all, because y'all can't have it both ways. The conservatives can't have it both ways. You want Kyle Rittenhouse to be able to get his due justice in court. So why not the same with this kid?
Yeah, that man needs some good representation. Been fighting in Texas. Right. Shit.
So the thing is, they had a GoFundMe at first, and then on that GoFundMe, the GoFundMe said we cannot have you raising money for somebody that committed a violent crime. I guess that's some policy they have over there. So they gave all their money back, and I saw a lot of the white folks at the time laughing like, "Aha, y'all try to raise money," but people went to something called Give, Send, Go. Apparently, Give, Send, Go don't operate like that, so they let them do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got 285,000. A lot of folks give a damn. 285,000. Shit. Good.
So if you look at this, if you look at this, he'll say that Give, Send, Go, they raised $285,000.
Yeah.
All right. Almost $286,000 for this kid. For him to get local representation. So a lot of people were mad about that, and they're saying, how dare the black community do this? But at the same time, we don't have all the facts. And
Yeah,
that's my
that's
thing.
what I
It's
was saying.
like, so if they're going to trial and if he's guilty, why do it don't matter how much money that the black people raise? They're just gonna get.
Yeah,
He's just gonna have a lawyer. So
a good
what's the
lawyer.
problem?
That's it. That's what's the problem. They want to get a public defender and take that long trip.
Right.
You know
They
what's
want you to get a
going on
public
there.
defender. They
The
want you
public
to sit
defender gonna
there.
get you a long trip, man. That's all the public defender gonna get you.
Right.
Clyde said that, man. Public defender ain't gonna get you them but a long trip. You ain't coming back. You might not come back home for 30, 40 years, nothing with a public defender.
Right.
Yeah,
But that's the
think.
thing. They just want him to have a public defender and they want him
Think
to
about
rot.
it. He got a lawyer, just like that lady that police that killed that black dude in his house because she thought it was her house. She finna get ready to get out. Nigga, she murdered him in cold blood because she went in the
Right.
wrong damn house. You know what I'm saying?
Now there are people that are mad. I'm gonna show you this here. All right. Just what I mean why they're mad. So they're calling him already. So they already we don't know if it's self-defense. That's my whole thing right now. We have no clue. And we're gonna go over the story for those that don't know the exact story.
Yeah.
But they're already calling him a murderer. So they're saying murder.
See what I'm saying?
They're saying murderer Carmelo Anthony has received twice as much in donations as the family of this victim, Austin Metcalf. Something is seriously wrong in America. So let's unwrap that real quick. What do you think about that statement? Because this is a little bit
First of
over
all,
because he's
you
at
don't even
285
know.
now, but he let me just say
Let me
this.
say this.
Austin Metcalf is at 200,000 something right now. He's at 285,000. So they're about comparable in the amount of that's being given to him. So they're kind of quick to jump on this. So what you think?
The bad part about y'all already called the man a murderer. Y'all don't know what happened. You feel me?
We don't.
That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
don't know
saying.
the
They
full
already
story.
judging the man. Want to know the whole story of it. That's what I'm saying. If I knew the whole, I hate that it happened to have one on. They both look like they some good children, but hell, you call the boy a murderer, and we don't know the whole damn story. You feel me? That's the problem. Look how you keep bumping that in people's head. That's what they gonna believe. Oh, he just killed him in cold blood. He just killed him in cold blood. I ain't
They're
say
saying the
murder
white people
suspect or
see the amount of money being raised as a statement. Right. Well, yeah, we're saying, yeah, we get that. And that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
But the only thing is, it's to be a statement if we know that this guy did what the way it went down. If we think that he had premeditated actions and wanted to really get rid of this person, some type of prejudice against this white kid, then that would make sense. Right. But right now it's a bunch of speculation, it's a bunch of assumptions, and it's a bunch of angry people right now that are using these kids, what happened with these kids as a political weapon. Everybody's trying to politicize it as best they could to
What they
push
gonna
something they
blame
want to push.
Trump for this? Lord.
They could.
Gonna
Why
blame
not? They
Trump for
blame
this.
them. They blame them for everything else. All right. While y'all in here, please hit that like button for us. We thank
I
that
hit
so
that
much.
like button, man.
It
Hit that
was
like button.
definitely self-defense. Whether they like it or not, you have the right to defend yourself from harm and danger. So yeah, let's get into the story. We have a police report of what actually went down. All right. So let me see. Let's go to this police report here. All right. So it's right here. All right. So this is the full arrest report. All right. So here, this is the first. I don't know if you can see the words, but I'll read it. I'll summarize it for y'all. This is the first officer responding, and it's called the initial narrative. So this is the first officer responding to it. It's Officer Cortez. He said he heard over the dispatch radio call a stabbing in the stadium. So first of all, it wasn't in a school. Everybody keeps on saying this was at a school event. It wasn't a school event. It was away from school event that all the schools in the area went to in our arena. Okay. So it was not a school. So everybody keeps on saying it was illegal for him to carry the knife onto a school grounds, but it wasn't school grounds. So that's one of the first misinformations that was out there. All right. They said the suspect was reported being a black male wearing a gray hoodie and blue sweatpants. I immediately left my office and ran across Staley, the middle school parking, and
Damn,
locked
Tony.
towards the.
You breaking
What
up.
happened? You can't hear me?
You was
Can't
breaking
hear me
up.
now?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right.
Go ahead. You breaking up for a second. Yeah, you good.
All right. All right. He says, as I entered the stadium, two high school age students informed me that the victim was on the north end of the stadium by the bleachers under a Memorial High School tent. So this is why I think everybody thinks it's inside of a school, because they had tents with the name of their schools on top of it, right? And the victim,
Yeah.
Austin McCaffrey, he went to Memorial High School. Okay. Whereas
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony, the suspect, he went to Centennial High School. All right. So that's why they're telling them they're under the Memorial High School tent. So this happened so he was under their tent. I know there's people that has been saying that the two white boys went under his tent and tried to do something to him. That is misinformation. He was actually under their tent. Okay. So
Got
did you
it.
know that part, Book?
I didn't know who tent it was. I didn't know it was an
Okay.
argument about a tent, somebody in a tent.
Yeah. So look, it said next, I proceeded towards the north end of the stadium, the visitor side, on foot. As I got closer to the north end, I could see the Memorial High School tent with multiple individuals under the tent. Once I arrived onto the north side bleachers, an adult male who was on the track pointed out the suspect. I was not able to identify the witness. So there was a witness that told him who it was. He's just saying he didn't identify who that person was that told him that. He said the individual that was pointed out to me was a black male wearing a gray hoodie, sweater, and a dark colored Nike pants. The suspect at this point was on go to the next page. All right, so this is somebody else. Oh yeah, okay. The suspect was on the in place bag. His bag was secured. I took notes during the time which we scanned and report and booked as evidence. I turned in the crime scene a log to be scanned to the report. At the conclusion of all, I took my camera off, convert mode, and went to turn it off. At the point I learned the camera had failed to activate. All right, that's kind
Well, oh,
of
no, come on, man. There we go. Now the camera ain't working. see stuff like that, that would make me skeptical about this whole case. Now the police camera ain't
Yeah.
working.
All right. So that's that first. Now we got to, because I want us to get the direct police statements instead of just stuff coming out from
Yeah.
everywhere, right? All right. So this is another. This is Officer Higgins, Andrew Higgins. He says, I, Officer Higgins, was working as the desk officer at 7,200 Parkway, Frisco, Collin County, Texas, approximately 10:42, around 10:42. All right. Walked into the main lobby stating that he had witnessed the stabbing and was told to come to the lobby to complete a witness statement. I gave voluntary witness statements, which he worked on until the detectives arrived to speak with him. He left with detectives, and I returned to my normal duty. So this he didn't do much. This officer. All right. Now we
We
got
ain't
Officer
witnessed
Craig
that.
Thomas. Yeah, he just saw that other officers were talking to him. All right. This is Craig Thomas. He said, upon arrival, I first made contact with Officer Cortez. That's the first officer who was standing next to the marked police vehicle. Officer Cortez advised he had detained the suspect and was in the patrol vehicle. I then responded to the victim's scene that was in the north bleachers. As I walked up, I noticed Frisco Fire Department personnel was attempting to provide life-saving measures to the subject, later identified as Memorial High School Austin McCaffrey. As other officers worked the scene, I was asked to respond to the stadium media room and keep the fallen Memorial High School students witness separated until detectives could speak with them. While I was with them, I was told that their cell phones from their later was turned in by Sergeant Bissonnet. And after being relieved, I was asked to make contact with FISD athletes that have been placed on school buses below a list of students. All right, they just list all the students, but they're all redacted. Okay. All right. So uh let's go to Allison, because Allison she's the one, I believe she had some contact with them. All right. arrived on the scene, I approached the track field area and I saw Officer Cortez uh, kneeling next to a black male wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and blue sweatpants. That's weird. Why would he be kneeling if this boy just got accused of doing something? That's weird. I don't know what that's about. The male later identified as Karmelo
You
Anthony.
know that fucking whoop his ass. You know that's about. Beat the hell out of that man. The camera went off. We don't know what happened to him.
Nah, because he ain't saying nothing about getting beat
Hey
up.
man, I
Don't
done
be
got my
spreading
ass whooped by the
misinformation,
police.
man.
I don't believe the
I get,
police. I done got
I
beat
get,
up by
I
the
get you.
police. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't believe
All
the
right.
camera went off all
He
of a
said,
sudden. But nah,
He said the male later identified as Karmelo Anthony was in handcuffs and was seated on the sidewalk by the entrance of the track. As I approached, Officer Cortez said Anthony was the alleged suspect. Anthony then made a spontaneous statement and stated, "I am not alleged. I did it." That's what, bro. First of all, like all y'all out there, even if you're innocent, you gotta learn. Don't say nothing to the cops. You just wait till you get a lawyer. First of all, that's you just never do that. All right, but because then now this could
yeah, well,
come
now
with
he young. He don't know.
this could sound like intent, right? That
Well,
sounds like
at the end of the day,
I did that.
why
I
did you
did that.
do it?
I
Yeah,
get
why
it, but
did you do it?
I'm just saying that now the prosecutors could try to use that your words against you. That's
Uh,
all I'm saying.
for prime example, I don't remember. You remember that case where the black boy shot them two white boys in the Waffle House?
Yeah.
Yeah, and killed one of them. You remember that case there? He beat that child. It was justified. So you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You never know. He
But
did it. Like he said,
let's see
I
what the
did it.
rest.
He called the police, tell them I did it.
Well, I hear that, but he said, "I'm not alleged. I did it." Officer Cortez conducted a pat search of Anthony's person to ensure he did not have any weapons and found nothing of value. Officer Cortez and I then walked to my pre-search patrol vehicle. Anthony was seated in the rear driver's side compartment of my patrol vehicle. While walking to my patrol vehicle, Anthony made another spontaneous statement and asked if what happened could be considered self-defense. I replied by telling Anthony I did not know what happened. It should be noted the car camera in my patrol vehicle was activated prior to Anthony being placed in my patrol vehicle. So she had her camera on. While
So
Officer
something
Cortez,
happened. If he say that,
just letting you know, she's
if
just
that
letting you
one
know
of
it's
his
on.
statements, could it be self-defense? Yeah, something had to happen in that tent that we don't know about. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
We'll see. He said,
Well,
while
he talking
Officer
about, can't that be
Cortez assisted
self-defense?
Anthony into my patrol vehicle, I noticed Anthony had blood on his left middle finger. I grabbed my department issue digital camera and took a photograph of his hands. Okay. All right. So I don't know. So the police department put out a statement, and let's see what their whole statement is. The victim, Austin, and the suspect, who was later identified as Karmelo Anthony, Anthony was from Centennial High School, was sitting under the Memorial High School tent. So that solves that problem. A lot of people there were kept on saying that it was the other way around, but actually he was sitting under their tent. Okay. And if you're not aware, the tents
See,
are there for a track meet. And each school has a
anyway,
tent
the
and
next
they sit under
line,
their
what I
tent.
want you to get at, yeah, the next line when you say Austin had told Anthony that he needed to move, yeah, depending on
Well,
how you
we're
say
gonna get
it
to
and
that.
how aggressive you were with
We
that, yeah.
we're gonna get to that. But he said Austin had told Anthony that he needed to move out from under their team's tent, and Anthony grabbed his bag, opened it, and reached inside and proceeded to tell Austin, "Touch me and see what happens." No one really thought Anthony really had any weapons in his bag, and Austin proceeded to touch Anthony, and then Anthony told Austin to punch him and see what. Wait, listen. Then Austin told Anthony to punch him and see what happens. A short time later, Austin grabbed Anthony to tell him to move, and Anthony pulled out what was recalled as a black knife and stabbed Austin once in the chest and then ran away. Austin began grabbing his chest and telling everyone to get help. Advised he did not know Anthony's name, but stabbed another Memorial track member. Uh, they redacted names here, was friends with Anthony, and he could identify Anthony. Describe Anthony as a black male, skinny with possibly a goatee, short puffy hair, wearing Centennial High School clothing that concluded my contact with redacted name. I then was instructed to start a crime scene log. I retrieved. All right, so basically just logged it in. All right, so now with you knowing that, with you hearing all of that, right? That is a official police report. They were not inside of a high school. Okay. So all those people that are saying that you can't bring a knife to a high school, there's null and void. There's no point of bringing that up. They were, although, at a event after school. And that event was a track meet, and all these schools went there for the track meet. That's why they had their and these two high schools are 7 miles away, 7 miles apart. All right. So you had the Memorial and the Centennial. They were there, and he went under the wrong tent, and they told him to move. And obviously they're saying aggressively, because my thing is,
why would you put your hand on me? They said don't put his hand on him. Don't touch me, bro. I leave my own. That'll get you hurt. Yeah, don't put your hand on me. You talk all you want, they don't touch me.
I played a lot of sports growing up, and I remember those times that we had our own separate places. What's going on, Kay?
What's going on, Kay?
What up, dude?
You got it, you got it. Chilling, man.
Yeah. So I remember there was times that we had our own separate like tents or something. Sometimes it was definitely when it was raining, and apparently it was raining. It was raining at this time. That's why Karmelo, Anthony went under their tent, and then you're telling them to get out of your tent. Now, in between that time, there's something that's not making any sense right there. Between the time of him sitting under that tent, what did y'all say to get to the point where he's saying, punch me and see what happens? Don't
probably a bunch of racist
see
shit.
What happens. But that's what's not being there's something missing. There's something missing in between there. That's the part. And my whole thing is, remember when we was in high school, bro, when it like a new kid came around, y'all talked and y'all was like, yo, what's up? And y'all would ask questions. Y'all would become like, it's easier to make friends definitely in high school than it was as an adult. So I'm like, why are y'all getting to the point? But one question, but I want to know, why do you want to physically remove him from the tent? Was he? And there's nothing in the reports that are saying that Karmelo Anthony was threatening y'all or being rude or said anything crazy. So why did you want him to remove? Why did you want him removed from the tent?
Let me say this.
This is a track.
Hold on, there's a track.
Oh, it's female track play.
Do Memorial High School got more white students or black students? And do the other school got more black students than white students? If they're 7 miles apart, so that means
that's not far. That's not far. I think it's probably mixed. That ain't far apart.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying look it up. That's all you got to do, look it up. That'll tell everybody we need to know. Sometimes you go play
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you saying. I hear what you said, and that's another thing. So let's get into that. So both kids are high school athletes. Both kids are high school athletes. Both kids played football, even though they played track as well. They were both getting recruited by colleges to go play football. Both of them. The one that passed, Austin Metcalf, I think Auburn was actually trying to get him. Like, that's one of the biggest programs you get into.
He was fine here. Yeah, he was good.
He won MVP. The boy won MVP last year of the team or whatever high school team.
I hate this happening to both of them, man. They both some children to me, but I just hate it happen for both sides. But I just don't want this boy to go to prison or something, especially if he's just defending himself and y'all promote them. You know what I'm saying? But then if he just effed up, okay, you gotta go, South. You gotta go sit down now. That's what confuses me with this whole story. I don't want the boy to go to prison for nothing that he couldn't avoid.
Yeah, he didn't do.
But if you did it intentionally just to do it, that he didn't do. You gotta go sit down.
And that brings me back to that question of in between when he went under your tent when it was raining to the time the stabbing.
Yeah.
Were you like,
and all the who
Did like
died.
real talk? What you like? N-word. What you in here for? What you in here for, nigga?
That's
Like,
probably what he said.
did you do that?
Yeah, I can see that.
Did you be like, or you were like, you need to get your ass up out of here? Did you do that? And he's like, and so you getting aggressive? He's like, don't touch me. Were you getting aggressive? And come on now, they're twin brothers. You know for a fact that friends will fight with each other. I know for a fact that two twins, if one of them was about to get in an altercation, the other one is gonna jump in, bro. There's no way around it. So there's at least two versus one right
Listen,
there.
man.
The twins were standing together.
I always
you know
told folks, if I'm with one of my partners or my cousin, they ask for a one-on-one fight, ain't gonna be no one-on-one fight. You can cancel that.
Of course not.
It'll start off one-on-one, but now it ain't gonna be no one-on-one fight. We'll tear your ass up in here. But what I'm saying is, man, is it's crazy.
Let me show you one of the responses they had. Let me show you one of the responses they had here. All right, so remember I just read the police report. They said, "Are you seriously that dumb? Anthony is a stone cold murderer that there was no reason to pull a knife if he was that big of a P that couldn't fight. Someone that grabbed him, he should have left the area. He wasn't supposed to be in. He's a P murderer that should be given the death penalty by stabbing or firing squad in front of his family." Do you see what I'm talking about?
But you put your hand on me. I done told you don't touch me.
No.
Bro.
Did you not hear what
that's my fair warning. I hear this.
Bro, did you not hear what he was calling for, though? Do you hear what he's calling for? He's saying that he should be getting a firing squad. A firing squad.
Racist, man.
You don't even know.
Or death by knife.
Or death by knife. You don't even know the story yet. You have no clue what's going on. But
I bet he pussy. Excuse my language.
The reason why I ain't say it, Book.
He called me little boy pussy. Oh, my bad. He called me boy P. You know, I'm sorry, man. You know, hey, man, gotta feel urge me sometime, bro. Because folks just be talking and they don't know what's going on.
Let me show you the misinformation. So I'm keeping it fair because there's so much misinformation coming from both races because it's basically just turned to a white-black issue. That's all this is right now. So look,
of course,
Tariq Nasheed. Oh well, somebody responded to he said, "You know as well as I do, there's a video somewhere, but nobody has dropped it. But guess what else we found? I dare you, one of these monkeys, to. This is what they are claiming that Austin Metcalf said on his Instagram. I dare one of these monkeys to show up to the track meet today from Austin Metcalf Instagram. And this is the picture that's floating around. This is what I'm trying to stop right. I'm trying to dispel all the rumors. This is a picture, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is photoshopped. Right? But imagine if you didn't know this was photoshopped and you hear this is what this Austin Metcalf was. This already gives you the idea of how he feels. I dare one of these monkeys to show up to my track meet today. You get what I'm saying? That's oddly specific and weird to say, I dare just randomly one of you monkeys show up to my track meet today. All right. But it has been proven to be debunked. It's debunked. All right. So here they said this is a fake picture. Okay. That was Photoshopped, but here are real things. So now here comes another white person who's angry, who's looking up some stats. So how many times are more likely per capita are Black American men registered sex offenders? And Black American men are more than twice as likely on a per capita basis to be registered sex offenders. Is this a sexual crime, Kay or Book?
He's a damn lie. But he's a damn lie anyway, though.
All right, but
that's not true. They already looked this up.
Forget that part. What I'm asking
you, but this ain't even a sexual crime.
What reason do you have to bring up black-white issues and see who has sexual crimes than the others? Now it is more white offenders. This is why he put per capita. That's the game. Okay. So yeah, there are more white sexual offenders, but that's why he said per capita. So per 100,000. So per 100,000 black people, 500 of them are sex offenders. Now, That's 500 out of 100,000. So that's still a small percentage, bro. But you're saying, oh, but it's still more than white people, right? Because y'all have 238,000 per 100,000.
Yeah, some of them believe in that stuff, keeping the family strong. They believe in incest and stuff. Hey, man.
That could be part of it too. That could be part of it.
There's a lot of that going on. I've seen a lot of them locked up for it.
But the question is, why are you bringing that up in this case? All right, let's go to another thing he brought up. He said, what percentage of Black American children can't read or write at a grade level? What are we doing? What the hell are we doing? According to the National Assessment of Education, approximately 83% of Black American fourth graders are not proficient in reading. Okay, why are you bringing that up? Do you see what I'm talking about?
Told you, that
so you know why they're doing that. You know why they're doing that though, right?
Spending most of their time at work, working 2-3 jobs, and then to make sure that they got food for their kids. There might be the case.
They turned to the OJ trial, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you why.
A lot of people working a lot of hours out here.
Let me show you why they're doing this. All right, so they got a picture that they decided to put out of Karmelo Anthony that they're passing around. Now, Karmelo Anthony's seen here holding a gun. The question is it bad? Is taking a picture with a gun? This is what I have noticed, and I would say this is for a fact. There's a double standard here. Whenever there's a Black person holding a gun, it's perceived as him being a thug. Is this 100%? You can't rule that out. They're a thug. He's taking a picture with a gun. He's a thug. Now, that other picture that Austin Metcalf, the victim that passed, he had guns in his pictures too, right? They didn't have that caption at the bottom.
Nobody say nothing.
Yeah. All right. And it's not just that. I'll show you other times that there's been white people with pictures and they love guns. We all know that. Everybody knows that they love guns. It's not a secret, right? But why are you passing down his picture around? What are you trying to imply? Because he held a gun, he's violent, right? Is that the idea?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He had one. The other picture had two, and a big ass.
Show you a senator. Saw you a senator with.
Phil, I just sent the cake.
Look at this one right here. They kids got guns. Are they thugs? Are they thugs? Folks, are they thugs? See over there smiling. Is it because you're standing next to a Christmas tree that makes you not thuggish? Oh, maybe
the curtains look like Hershey balls.
It's the Christmas tree. When you take a picture with guns, it's the Christmas tree. Yeah. Yeah. This is a sitting member of Congress. See, they could take photos with guns and not be considered dangerous. So Karmelo Anthony taking a picture of a gun, can he be considered not dangerous? He's a member of Congress. This is a member of Congress.
Figured it out, said Tony. Even the little Black militia group, they locked their ass up. We talking about they was gonna carry guns and stuff.
Run that picture back. Run that picture back. Run that picture back. Look at the one in the Green Bay Packer hoodie. Look at that little thug.
Yeah, that boy looks serious.
Little criminal in the making. Yeah, he loved every bit of that.
School.
Look at the little baby. Look at the little baby. Look at the little short one. He looked very mischievous.
That's a good point.
Like that's a good point.
Okay, and Book, that's a good point. Why we ain't? You see what that guy tried to bring up about us reading or sexual offenders? Well, that's like us whenever they do something. Let's just bring up the numbers of school shooters and who's that tend to be. You're right. Like, why are you bringing that up? That makes no sense. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that little one look like he gonna become a school shooter.
Y'all see? Y'all had the problems too.
Little thug. Little gangster, little badass, little Billy badass.
I came across looking at this kid. I came across something very interesting here. All right, because I know that right now, like I told you, when I heard it, the first things I saw in the stories on Fox News and this dude named Officer Tatum. I gotta get on Officer Tatum in a little bit. This guy is, bruh. Like I watch him at times, but there are times where I gotta turn it off, bro. I gotta turn the shit off, bro, because I'm like, I try to be fair, but that nigga, he can never say in his life he has tried to be fair. I tell you that right now. All right. But let me show you this. Let me show you this right quick. Because if y'all want to push one narrative, only one narrative, that's where the problem comes in. That's why they always say it's fake news, right? All right.
It's real though.
What's going on, Caleb? Caleb said kids with guns is wrong in my opinion. But y'all talking about something else, to be honest. Oh yeah, we're talking about something else because they started bringing in other things. That's why we're bringing it up. All right.
Yeah.
All right, but
no, but listen, I want to let my nephew get a toy.
Before we get these comments, let's get this here. It says, so look, bystanders save child from drowning in the pool. Guess what, guys? Because since they're trying to paint a narrative of this being a violent kid, right? Because it's going to help in the prosecutor's case, right? You all know the way you shape a story is going to help in the trial. That's just how it works out. I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm not saying that he's guilty because all of the facts are not out. All we have is the police statements. Everything else has been misinformation. But I will tell you this is fact. Bystander saves child from drowning in a pool. Guess who saved this little white girl from drowning in the pool?
Oh, Karmelo. A couple years ago.
The little
Karmelo Anthony. The boy 3 years ago saved this little white girl from drowning in a pool, bro. Literally.
The
this
thuggery.
Story right here, this thug who hates white people saved a little white girl that was drowning. And then the girl would have died if he did not jump
This
in
will help the
pool.
defense right here. They come with that. They're going to help the defense.
He said he helped a little 6-year-old girl. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I'm just showing you that there are characters, and I've seen other people like, well, I've seen some comments. Maybe I could find it. They were like, well, I'm sure Hitler did a good thing before. I'm like, yo, come on. Like, I'm just saying, bro.
Hitler.
I can't shoot. If I could find that comment. Yeah, I'm sure Hitler did great things as well.
Hey, that's crazy.
You feel me? So
now we're comparing.
I think so, but guess what? If this was a past action of him doing something violent, you will be running to this story. But so since this showed that he actually was a small town hero, the boy was actually a small town hero at 14 years old. That will help him in his case. I'm just pointing it out there. Once again, I am not defending him because I still think, personally, I think it's egregious to go from about a verbal incident to stabbing somebody up. But I will say this, I wasn't under that tent, and I do not know if they were planning on jumping him because you could die from getting jumped. Okay, so
I know somebody who died like this.
At that point in time, it is equal and opposite force because that's the problem. Texas is a stand your ground state, and you can use the appropriate force, right? So, but since I wasn't there, we will know more when the trial comes out. We do not know.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Stop making the man look guilty. Like I said, I hate it from both sides, but y'all don't know what happened. So stop saying certain stuff to
we have no clue.
Jason Whitlock, the coon officer, all them like, bro, y'all don't even know what happened. Until the facts come out, we don't know what happened. Right now, it's a bunch of
just don't know yet.
She say for some folks who weren't there. I wasn't there. Hell, I don't know. That's why I said I'm confused about the story. Did he say she?
Did you just call that man a coon officer?
I know one did.
Well, yeah, that's officer.
The officer
he called him coon officer.
Jason Whitlock too.
All right, let me show you this. There was another witness. There's another witness that has a different statement here. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. When this trial comes out, we will know fully. But if it turns out that him, the twins, and all these other dudes was literally trying to jump this boy because you didn't want him under your tent. When he went under your tent because it was raining. Now that is a fact. It was raining. He went under your tent.
That's it. When more info come out, I know
Get
exactly
wet.
what's going on there. Shout it did. If he just did this, but you gotta go sit down, Shout. And then we I can't say
Caleb, I agree with that.
But if he did this out of self-defense, yeah. Okay.
There is no reason to bring a knife to school or a gun to school. But the thing is, this wasn't a school event. You see what I'm saying? This was at a neutral zone. This is why all the schools went there.
Yeah, it was at a neutral
zone. It was at a stadium. It was at a stadium. So, but let's show this here.
Hold on, right quick. Go ahead, Tom.
All right. This is a witness saying what they saw.
It was raining. It got rained out like crazy. It was raining. It got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet at. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So
why they ain't go after his daughter to get out the tent? See, this, bro, there's something missing here that ain't making sense. Cause it's like it looked like he's a black guy. So if your daughter was black, why they only want this one black guy to leave, but not the black girl to leave? So that's where all these questions start coming from.
Paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity. So I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from
McCaffrey. He's saying McCaffrey. All right, that's who's this guy, McCaffrey. He's calling him McKellen.
A whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and whatever. They went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude.
So that's the thing, though. See, he was watching from another tent or far away. So he doesn't know what was said. That's the part I'm still trying to get at. What was said in between that time of them being in the tent and saying, all we know is you're in the wrong tent. And then there was a grabbing and then there was a stabbing. That's all the in-between nuance is somehow everybody is just leaving it out. Now, I know this guy can't, he doesn't know what was said because he wasn't there. But all the ones in the twin brother, I don't know why he's not saying what was said yet. I still don't get that part. And this is why when we get to the court, all that will start to be revealed and people can have more solid opinions. That's why I am not leaning either way right now. I'm just trying to give the straight what has happened. I'm trying to give both kids were athletes, trying to show you that both had so-called bright futures and all that. They weren't exactly just from what we know right now, they weren't just these troubled kids. All right, so go back a little bit.
Tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and whatever. They went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, that dude that's got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bro. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro.
All right. Oh yeah. So once again, like they were saying, they were not on school. It was at a stadium.
Oh, they weren't on no school. Okay.
All right. So shout out Devin Johnson. He said, was he in the other school's tent or not? He was in the other school's tent. He went under there because they said it was raining like cats and dogs. It started raining really hard. He went under there not to get soaking wet. And they seen him under their tent. Maybe they were under another tent. They said they walked over there from this guy that's witnessing, walked to the tent and said, you under the wrong tent. Now, I was asking this earlier. When I was starting to look this up, I was like, yo, what is wrong if he's not threatening y'all under this tent or trying to do anything to y'all under this tent? Why do y'all want him to leave from under y'all tent?
Man, look, that didn't happen. I used to run track, plenty of track meets, events where the weather get all messed up and everybody starts scrambling to the closest tent. You'll end
Yeah.
up
You
with
try to
3
get
different
under
schools under
anything.
one tent.
I had that
Ain't
too when I
nobody
was doing
tripping about
sports.
that, man. You feel me? Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't nobody tripping about that unless you want some other shit. So, I mean, it is what it is.
So why do you want him to leave from your tent so bad? It's not making any sense to me. So
That ain't even that
I need
serious.
it wasn't, but why did you get to the point of trying to
Yeah.
forcibly move him out? Because you tried to literally, and everybody now has said that part. It went from he said, "You better not touch me, you better not punch me," to the boy grabbed him, not thinking he didn't have any weapons on him, till he takes out a knife and stabs him. Right? So
Yeah, I ran
why
track.
did
I
you
was a state
Damn,
forcibly
on his
athlete.
try
nose.
instead
I
of
went to state and track 3 years in a row. So trust me when I tell you, in Georgia. So yeah, I know how that goes. Plenty of times there be plenty of different teams under the same tent. Ain't nobody tripping unless you just an asshole. Period.
yeah. That's the thing. He said, no need to touch him. Just I don't get it. Just if he didn't leave and you really want him to leave that bad, why not get any of the your coach or any teachers or the police
Yeah,
officers
if
that are
anything,
there?
yeah, bro. Like, you know, it's a
Yeah,
different.
I get that part. See, I get that part. That's the part I do get. So say they had their stuff under that tent and that guy's just sitting there under their tent. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I agree. I agree with that. So that is something I didn't think about, Devin. I didn't think about the part of they having their stuff under there. You might have, you know what I'm saying? They high schoolers might have their Nintendo Switch
Yeah.
in there or their iPad, and you're like, bro, why you over here?
iPhones.
What you doing over here? Right? You're like, I get that. And there's nothing wrong with asking that question, of course. Right. But if you like, hey, if you ain't going at them hostile, there's not gonna be a hostile. You know how it is. The energy you give is the energy you give back. That's the thing. I'm like, what happened? Right? Why not just be like, hey man, what you doing over here, bro? Like, just oh man, it's raining. Like, bro, I'll get back to my tent as soon as it let up. Right? That's what you think a normal. That's how this thing should
Simple
have went out.
solution. Yeah. Yeah. That how it should have went. But that ain't how it went. But yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but that's the
exactly
thing.
how it should have went.
It
They
wasn't on
crazy.
school campus. It wasn't on school campus, and that's the thing. That's the misinformation that's been out there. It's not school campus. It was a community event. That's what they were saying. So the thing is, it wasn't on school campus. They went to do two different high schools, but I guess all these high schools came together for this event, and they were doing some type of track event there. All right. Um,
Damn.
let's
They
see.
crazy.
They saying the white boy wasn't even a part of the track team. No, he was. He was. He was a football athlete, but he was also a track. A lot of football players are do track, right? Definitely like wide receivers, like skill position guys.
Yeah, yeah, I did the same thing.
Nah, yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah. So
played
he's saying,
defense, run no track.
yeah, I see what you're saying, Devin. He's saying, yeah, because I see what Devin's saying.
No,
It's
your ass
because
wasn't
it's
running no track.
because we had like remember we got Panthersville over here, bug that stadium. Even though it's not in our school, he's
Yeah.
saying that
Yeah.
those school rules could apply over there at Panthersville Stadium. You know when we over, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah,
a
like we got
possibility when
Memorial,
you
we
had
used
an
to do
event
Memorial
in
Stadium.
schools.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
He said
Memorial
anybody
Stadium,
could
all
have
the schools
signed
used to
up
go
and
play at
ran.
Memorial Stadiums. Southwest, the Cab, everybody used to go play at Memorial Stadium. You be plenty
Yeah.
of fights in this stadium back in the day.
I think what it was, they're saying some people are saying it was a community event, some people are saying it was a school track event, like all the schools got together. Either way, it wasn't on campus, but it was
So he, so
it was a
so
it could be an extension of the school.
they saying he went on the track team, but he
No,
on the
no,
track team or not?
he was on the track team. Which one? Which one?
Okay. Talking about one of the twins, the other twin. He went on the
Yeah,
track.
they were on the track team. They played
Both
football, but
of them ran track.
they were
Both of them.
multiple. Well, I don't know if the other brother did. I know the one that passed ran track. I don't know if they said if he ran track yet. All right.
Look,
All
Matt
right. So
thinks it's about a
Queen
woman. It ain't got
says
nothing to do with no damn woman, Matt.
Queen said they were trouble starters. They were complaints about their behaviors before. Okay, so I don't see any of those reports. I'm really just trying to just stick to the reports about the police reporting and their characters before, and I haven't seen that, but if it is, I'm pretty sure that will come out in the course. Yeah, and that's the main thing. We're just saying we're gonna have to definitely wait to get the full story because there is a lot that is not being said, and that's the main part. But the main thing that I want to go over is these overreactions here. All right. And I mean, they're comparing him to Daniel Penny and Kyle Rittenhouse. And if you are, then you got to keep the same energy because a lot of the people that were conservative was saying Kyle Rittenhouse had every right to protect himself. So if this guy did feel threatened by two big football player white guys that were coming at him, if it was because if they say if it is true, both the twins are coming at him, or it was more members of the team, we'll know in a little bit. All we know right now, they're trying to make it seem like it was a one-on-one confrontation with the Austin and Anthony. That's what they're trying to show. But let me show you some of the responses that are blowing this thing up.
Go ahead.
All right, so check this out.
Black people across the country who, by the way, have the lowest median income of any other group in this country, by the way, that
he said that really happy. Like,
what the hell does that have to do with anything?
First time I saw him say that, bro, I was just sitting there like, hey, bro, why are you so
He already got a broke wrist ass.
Hey, I think he a conservative. I see this guy. I don't think no. I don't think this guy is. I think he's just.
You know who that is? You know
no, he's a conservative. Rob Smith.
That's the real life version of Tom from Boondocks.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good. Yeah. That's a good example. No. That's a good example. No, real talk. That is. But I've seen him before.
That's crazy.
That is, that's top. That's a good one. I think he has a wife just like how Tom had. Let me show you. Let me see if I can see. Before we go, I guess we get. So let's see. Let's see who this guy is.
Oh man, go ahead. Yeah. Jason Whitlock, Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus, Jason Whitlock.
Okay. So he's a Christian. Oh, he is. I think they say he is LGBT. You're right.
I told you. I can tell. Broke wrist crew.
But he's a Republican. That's all type of confusing. He's a gay.
You make us look bad.
Republican. Anyway, let's get back. He's so happy to say that we broke. But let's go ahead.
Black people across the country who, by the way, have the lowest median income of any other group in this country, by the way, that seem to take the choice and make the choice to dig into their wallets and to shell out money for a young Black teenager that killed another teenager.
Well, I mean, we shell out money for Gucci bags and trims and weed and all other stuff. Why we can't? We're the number one consumers. What the hell is wrong with us using money where we want to? I just don't like that dig in the beginning.
All I see while he talking is that episode of him being scared of going to do that, go to that prison.
The episode of go to the prison. Damn it, bro.
I think ain't no great.
No, you didn't.
That's all I see while he talking, bro. That's all I can hear.
Hey, let's keep moving.
This is what we glorify in Black culture. This is what people stand up for in Black culture. And I'm tired of people being too afraid to say what is really the truth about what's going on in that community. Now, I've been all over the.
And this is what I mean by overreaction, because you don't know the true story. So what are you going to come out and wholeheartedly, if it comes out and it was that these boys were bullies, these boys were trying to do something to them, if it does come out that it was a bunch of 3, 4, 5 white boys in that tent, that
he ain't gonna apologize
because you're reacting like this. You don't even know yet.
Please say something, Tony. He talking about worried about what's going on in the black community. What's going on in the LGBT community when them damn children were in them house with all them damn transvestites and stuff. Remember they had to rescue them children out there? What's going on in y'all community, buddy? I don't want to hear you talking about what's going on in the black community. What's going on in the broke rich community?
I mean, he got it double back because he part of the black community. Whether he realized,
man, we ain't accepting him. We ain't get him off over here. We don't want him.
Let me see what else he said real quick.
This on TikTok and on Instagram, and I don't really get into too many of the comments, but the what I've been seeing from a lot of these black people that are in the comment sections writing against me, like calling me all the names that they always call me, is that they're saying, well, Karmelo Anthony.
Hey, he used to being called a coon. That's what he used to. He's like, whatever.
Like, that white kid shouldn't have been an aggressor. You don't get up in people's face, and you don't get up in people's face like that. So
yeah, but if I seen him talk longer, I would have been like, yeah, you're right. You picked it up right, and you picked it up fast, bro. He's doing all that.
What you are telling me is that if somebody gets into your face and if somebody is aggressive towards you, then that gives you the right to kill them.
Let me tell you this. I seen this actually happen, and the guy got off. It was in Florida. He got a stand your ground. For whatever reason, there was a black mom and her child went into this convenience store, right? Gas station, right outside the gas station. They went inside of the gas station. Some reason the camera catches the white man just yelling, berating his wife or his girlfriend, or baby mom, whoever, whatever it is, significant other. The black man, like the black woman goes walking outside and he's still yelling at his woman. So the black man get out the car. Of course, you're going to go protect your wife or your girlfriend or whoever she is. The white man gets scared. The white man pulls out a gun, shoots the black man. Black man drops to the ground. He gets off on self-defense. He was scared for his life. So to answer your question, black man, that you just asked, I have literally seen this case play out before. And yes, if somebody gets into your face aggressively and they do something to you, I have seen them claim stand your ground law. I've seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
we ain't got no stand your ground law in Georgia. You got to fight that shit. You shoot mama up there. We ain't got that law.
Yeah. See, okay, good. Devin saw that. Yeah. So don't sit here and say because it's the other way around that he should not be allowed. Because I've seen plenty of times where they be like, hold on, we got to wait for the evidence. Why we ain't doing that here? That's all I'm saying. Because I don't get mad the other way around too.
Black.
Like, all right. This
man,
is crazy.
Listen,
well, I let him talk a little bit more.
He already
I'll
got
show you
mental
other
issues.
It's completely absurd. But again,
that's a good point, but they always bring up the mental issues. What? Oh, he got mental issues.
Yeah.
You know the best one, the best double standard to show that? You remember during the crack epidemic? Because we 80s babies. We some 80s babies. We was born in Grady, but they always say about the Grady baby. Oh, you a Grady baby, you a crack baby, you a crack baby. Why they think they were saying that? Why they were saying that? Because in the 80s, y'all flooded our communities with the coca. It's already proven fact. This ain't no allegations. Yeah. It's proven.
The government did it. Why Snowfall?
And
they tell you how
did
they
you
did
say? And your boy Joe Biden, he made the 3 strikes law. He said the 94 crime bill, and you had to sit down forever. As soon as fentanyl comes into play, and it's affecting mostly them, now it's mental. It's a mental issue, and it's a health issue, and they shouldn't get all this time. We need to work with them.
I got one better than that, Tony.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
They shot all them folks at that concert. They was sitting in the hotel with the AR. They say he had mental issues. That's why he did it. He just got him a hotel room, opened the window, and just got to busting in the crowd. But he had mental issues.
That's what I'm saying.
Little dude, they ain't got no mental issues.
They always go to the mental issues, or we gotta go, something's going on in the house. But with the black kids, they're just inherently violent. It's
a lack of accountability culture. Blacks in this country take zero accountability. It is a no accountability culture because only a no
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this.
So can I say
I
something?
had
His
plenty
coach,
of
let me say
homeboys.
this.
I had plenty of homeboys that had to sit down. They took accountability. They're like, yeah,
Yeah, I know a lot
I
of
know.
folks took
They were talking about it was
accountability.
a means to an end. I thought I could get away with it. I know why I did. I know why I had to sit down. Baby, matter of
Yeah,
fact,
everybody,
y'all know
yeah, come on, man.
all of y'all had a partner that was like, yeah, I'm willing to sit for 5.
Get
They
what?
know
Get
what
what they
they
used to tell
doing.
me? Yeah, my cousin them used to tell me, but they part of the game. Shit, they come with it.
So
You
what you
know what
talking
I'm
about?
saying?
We
That's
don't know
exactly what
about
they used to tell me. They part
accountability.
of the game. They come with it.
Are you sure about that?
This is what comes with this. You know, long as you know what comes with this, you get
And that
yourself
man was
involved.
just talking out
You know
his
what comes with
ass,
this.
bro. That man don't. That
But
man
let's talk
been
about
been
them
been
taking
further
accountability.
removed from the black community for about 20 years now. That man ain't sat down and had lunch with a black person in at least 15 years. That man don't know what the hell he talking
Your
about.
own daddy probably don't like you.
Probably not. He probably not, but he probably don't know who his daddy is. He's still black too. He trying to
Old
separate
daddy
himself.
don't
He
like
probably
you.
don't know who his daddy is. Get the
Yeah.
hell out of here.
You about like old
Why?
brother
Why
went
if
to the
I ever see that
NFL,
man
Michael
in
Sam.
person? Why?
Fool, you
What
just
up?
like us, fool.
Still
Want to hear that?
Good to be.
Yeah.
Man, this man tripping. But let me show you.
That'd be great.
But yeah, so let's show you what the media isn't showing, because I think like I said, the first time I saw this story, it was the victim. He brings a smile to every room. He's a God-fearing Christian young boy that's a football player. Da da da. And then I just
Man,
saw
it's
the
just
story.
like when Little Pistol started get hit up. He was such a good kid, but everybody say that kid's bad as hell. Stop
Yeah.
sugarcoating shit. Little
That little black
motherfuckers
ass
bad.
nigga
They
like he
all
run the
bad.
hell out that ball. That nigga black hell, but he run the hell out that ball. I bet
Hey,
he
man,
fine.
Bruh, you
No, he
watch
stop being
your
racist.
mouth.
Bud, stop being racist, bud. You dark. I know you can run, boy. I know you
run the
don't.
hell out that ball, man.
Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, he
He
was
look like
actually a captain.
Samoan.
He was a captain of his team. All right.
He can talking like
They
hell.
said that he was a they said his character doesn't match what happened. I just want to just have that out there for when this does go to trial. You know, it's not just a one-sided thing. We don't know exactly yet. That's all I'm saying. Now, if it turns out that the boy did that and he was probably just
You gotta go
I don't
sit
know,
down.
he was just a serial killer this whole time and faking or something, like, of course we ain't gonna be like, yeah, we want him out of jail.
Oh,
Hell no. You know
then
what I'm saying?
what? That
He
little
that little
boy
So
crazy
feeling.
bastard in there.
and
You
this is
see
the
the
story
story
Yeah,
about
about
the
him.
little boy feeling?
He saved a little 6-year-old girl's life when he was 14. He was a local hero. All right. And this is that over here hanging with his homeboys, his football player friends. And this is him working, in the community. They said,
Been working at Foot
Wow.
Locker.
yeah, he was and on top of that, let's put on there because they were doing this for the white
That's
kid as
crazy.
well.
That's the same
And the
job
white
I
kid,
had when I was
the white
17.
kid, the white kid was an honor roll student, and so was this kid. These were two kids that were getting recruited by colleges to go play football, and both of these kids were honor roll students. This should have never happened in the
Neither
first
one of them
place.
going to college now.
Nah, this
That's
shit
what I'm
bad.
saying. Well, he might. It's still a possibility that he might
Nah.
even get out. Yeah,
Unless
it is.
he catch an angel like AI did, like how he got dude from
No.
Georgetown and came and got him. That was crazy.
There's a reason why we don't know the words in between you're in the wrong tent and the stabbing. That's gonna
Yeah, but
come
they
out.
ain't worried about that. Man,
Let me
schools be
say
That
this.
plays a
worried
big
about
part. That plays a
the
big
image
part.
and all that shit. They
That's
look,
just
the
to
Booster
mess
Club
up.
say if you
Listen,
recruit this kid through we're not gonna support
He,
y'all no
bro,
more.
the boy is a
They not gonna
local.
recruit
He's
me.
a hometown hero, saving a life. He's a all honor roll student. He's a captain of the football team. He's getting recruited by
And they also
to go to college.
allegedly right now he got a body.
Well, I get it, but
okay,
don't.
can
I'm
I
just
say
doing
this?
this so you don't just paint him as a thug. That's not what he was. That's all I'm saying. Because
I'm
we all
telling
be
you
like, all
what
these
they go. That's
YNs.
what the school's gonna do. The schools ain't
I
even
get
gonna
you. I'm
try to
just
pick it
saying
because of the
we be doing
controversy.
that too. We say these YNs be crashing out, but he's not one of those YNs that we
Nah, he ain't one of
think of.
them. Nah, hell no. He ain't one of them. We went over them yesterday.
Don't be trying to quote nobody. They ain't hand to hand. They don't even be in each other's face like that. They don't even let you get within 50 yards of before they start shooting covering their eyes. Yeah, man.
Yeah. We went over them yesterday, Tony. Yeah, nah, he ain't one of them.
Yeah, that's why I'm showing that. He an honor roll student that is involved in school activities, and I don't know. More has to come out. What is going on around you that you feel like, because it seems like a suburban area, but it might be, I don't know exactly how that town is or the temperature of the town.
Frisco is the rich area of Texas. Look it up.
Okay.
It is the rich area.
That's just where they was
at. Got money. No, this is all
rich area. They all got money. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the suburbs. What's making you want to carry a knife around? What's going on over there? Something's going on that's making
we just went over a story yesterday. All them suburban kids, they sliding on everybody. We just went over that yesterday.
Yeah, but that's why we just pointed out that he's not one of them. That's my point. So what is going on that's making him want to carry a pocket knife or whatever it is around with him?
Maybe because them suburban kids over there sliding on everybody.
No, not where he at. Nah, that ain't going down up there where he at.
Man, and that's what I'm getting at, Jeff.
Man,
right, exactly. The fact that he brought that knife,
Nick crew could have been rolling up once to smoke, man.
I'm just saying the fact that he brought that knife means that he was anticipating some type of problem that has this happened before, right? Is there problems that have been going on before? Will we find out he was
probably? It's a strong possibility. Maybe not bullied, but he probably done seen enough.
I just hate this happen, man, for both of them, bro. See, shout out to Texas.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Texas. He said, "Yeah, I live in Allen, Texas, close to Frisco. Some of the kids want to be from that life so bad." Oh, okay.
See, I told you.
But we get it confused. It ain't just the little black kids anymore, man. Little Bobby, little Ricky, them trying to turn up. You see all these.
So he wasn't even holding a real AK.
They ain't white. Them Mexicans been like that. Don't let them fool you. Mexicans been sliding.
Yeah, that's a good point. He had a knife. He had a knife in Texas. He's not a thug. Yeah. It's clearly a nice area. So Devin is letting us know this is a nice area.
But they be having guns. Everybody in Texas got a gun.
All right.
A big one, too. Everything's big in Texas.
You know, this ain't like my boy.
Their handguns are big.
On with him. You know what I'm saying? This is something totally different. This is a child, man.
Right. So, but let me show you another person that responding without knowing exactly what's going on. And that's what I mean by misinformation, because this is how I first heard it. So I was over here mad at the black folk because I thought it was like some open and shut case. And I was like, why the hell are we raising money for a dude that just stabbed somebody for no reason? Right? That's how I got the story. That's how I heard it. So I was over here like, what are we doing?
Yeah, see? Yeah.
And then I started hearing all these conflicting stories, and I'm like, so let me go read this police report myself. Let me go find out what's really going on, right? All right, so let's go here. Let's listen to somebody not waiting for the facts. Everybody, I don't know why everybody's so emotional these days, too. Damn, bro. Like, can't we wait for facts?
I don't know why, man. Look, man, where do you keep getting these people from?
Hey, man, it's the first people that popped up when I was looking these things up. They the ones that want to say something about this. All right, let's see what he had to say.
Yo, I'm gonna have to pop off for a little bit. The tribalism.
Oh man, what the?
I'm gonna have to. Hey, look, hey, hold on, guys. We are not a monolith. Everybody don't gotta sound like this. All right, we are not a monolith. Let's let him get his. Let's let him pop off,
man.
Yo, I'm gonna have to pop off for a little bit. The tribalism in the black community needs to end. It needs to end. Point blank. Period. It needs to end. The same people who tried to make George Floyd a hero, who built statues of the man and compared him to MLK, are now trying to make 17-year-old.
Hold on. We never compared him to MLK. Come on now. Don't.
I don't know what the hell he talking about. He looked
they
like
did make they did make murals. They didn't make statues. They made murals of him. They did do that. Oh wait, you got somebody. When y'all got this on?
Yeah, that me.
Oh, okay. They did make murals.
Man,
all right. But come on, like, don't lie.
Version of the, bruh, real life human version of Mr. Potato Head, like the human version.
Oh, it is right. Yeah, it is perfectly right. If you just take off this bottom half, you just get
Bro,
the
he
head.
look like his
It is
features
that.
are detachable.
Let me say this.
He look like every bit of you can just move, rearrange, and do what you want to
All
do.
right, man, hey, man, I ain't playing with y'all.
That nigga look like Howard the Duck.
Wait, let's let him talk and not say nothing. Don't say nothing. We just gonna let him go and then we're gonna talk about it. All right, let him pop off.
Yo, I'm gonna have to pop off for a little bit. The tribalism in the black community needs to end. It needs to end. Point blank period needs to end. The same people who tried to make George Floyd a hero, who built statues of the man and compared him to MLK, are now trying to make 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony, who stabbed to death an innocent young boy, simply because he touched his backpack, a victim. Someone who can.
All right, see, he's mad. See, he didn't wait for all the information. He did not touch his backpack. He actually grabbed him and tried to remove him from the tent. And it might be actually more than that, but I'm just going off the police report. All right.
Committed
that
blooded murder, a victim of circumstance, a victim of retaliation, whatever. I don't care. There is no world in which Karmelo Anthony is a victim. We need to divorce ourselves from this false notion that just because someone looks like us, we need to defend everything that they do. That's how we end up defending people like R. Kelly. That's how we end up defending people like O.J. Simpson. That's how.
I mean, it's proven fact that OJ didn't do it. They got a whole documentary on it. I need to look that up.
OJ didn't do that. His Gardner
I'm
did.
just wondering why
First
his
of all,
ears are so
the
low.
man Gardner was a damn serial killer.
That's what I'm saying. It was a serial killer that literally did it. It
Right at
literally
their
was a serial killer.
He's the Gardner. They talking about
Gardner,
OJ.
yeah.
The Gardner was a serial killer. They talking about OJ did it. Man, OJ didn't do that. Man,
who
R.
else
Kelly, we got
Why-
to defend him.
why
He got some
they-
good music.
Wait, hold on. Who the hell's defending R. Kelly?
I said we can't defend him.
No, I want to know
He
who
got
in
some
chat.
good music, though.
Who
That's
the
damn
hell
good
in chat?
music.
I want to know who in chat is defending R. Kelly. Because I know some of y'all
That's
might
good
still listen to
music.
his
That's
music.
all I can say, Tony.
I know some of y'all might still listen to his music. I know
He
that.
got some damn good music, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. I can't say nothing about his music.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is who the hell is over here defending R. Kelly? I just want to know
I ain't
who he's
defending
talking
R.
about.
Kelly. I ain't defending Diddy. I ain't defending none of them.
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently, whatever community he in, his friends be talking defending R. Kelly. Cause
Man, that nigga look like Howard.
Wait, hold up, man. Y'all, hey, my gaydar not working today because so y'all think he is too? You think
Man,
he was?
yeah,
Tony, the man look like Howard the Duck.
Squeaking and
That
breaking
movie
and
Howard
pop
the Duck.
locking.
He look like that. He look like he smoked that good dope. He look like he smoked some of that good dope. Boy, he got that good dope in it.
Damn, bro.
Ears down there,
Who here
halfway
today?
down his
What's
face.
up, my girl, Big Cat? What's up, man? What's going on? Where you been?
Oh, you muted. You muted. You muted.
You muted.
Hey, you muted. You got
Hello?
it? Oh, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, what's up, y'all?
How you been? How you been?
Good. Just working. I got a lot of good things going on. So I got hired on DJ's Holidays team as, an executive and artist relations manager. So
nice.
How you doing with DJ
but I'm
Holiday?
trying to get back. So I'm trying to get back.
Yeah, we over here talking about Mr. Potato Head over here.
Holiday season. Yeah, I know about DJ Holiday.
Who is Mr. Potato Head? Who is
Dude
this guy?
tripping with no facts. I'm missing that this dude. So
Man, I
I've
don't
been
know.
my
that
gaydar. My gaydar is way off right now, bro.
The man on that good dope,
Hey,
man.
man,
Look at it.
Tell me,
All right, let's see
ears
what
don't
else
look
he
like
had to
you
say.
pull 'em out.
Look at it.
Let's see what else he had to say real quick.
That's how we end up defending people like O.J. Simpson. That's how we end up defending people like Bill Cosby. It's wrong.
Hold, stop that, Tony. Hold up, man. You gonna get off Bill Cosby, man. What are you doing, bro?
Bill Cosby was over there doing. Why we ain't get over there and talk about whose house it was at, bro? We want to get on Bill Cosby. Who the hell's house was it at? Why were there 15-year-old girls at Hugh Hefner's house? What? The whole time I was watching that, I was like, why the hell ain't nobody talking about Hugh? Got 15-year-old girls at his house, and he got all these celebrity grown-ass men over there. You
They
think it
believe
was
in
only
that.
Bill Cosby? Only Bill Cosby talked to
Bro,
them
the
15-year-old
Playboy
girls?
Mansion was a brothel.
That was a
Man, come
brothel.
on.
They had
Exactly.
Quaaludes. They all was doing Quaaludes. What the hell we talking about?
Y'all get
Listen,
all this
Quaaludes,
here. Don't
listen,
leave
oh,
Bill alone
listen,
now. Leave
That
Bill
was that.
alone.
They had that damn Spanish fly and
That's
Quaaludes.
the
Get the hell up
OG.
out of here. Get the man. You don't stop.
Another
We
Quaaludes from
defended
What?
Bill.
Delmar.
I'm
Why
sorry.
did
So who is this guy?
this
We
dude
don't
is
know.
over
Mr.
here?
Potato Head.
We have no.
That's his
Yeah,
name?
Mr. Potato Head.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Yeah, that's one of the two. It's a mix. It's a mix
Howard
of both.
Duck.
He popping off right now. So you gotta forget
Yeah, yeah.
him. He's
All right,
popping
we
off.
forgot. We supposed to let him pop off. Let's let him pop
That's
off.
how we end up defending people like R. Kelly. That's how we end up defending people like O.J. Simpson. That's how we end up defending people like Bill Cosby. It's wrong. I don't care what you look like. If you're blue, green, yellow, orange, white, orange, or turquoise, if you do wrong, I'm going to call balls and strikes.
Oh, yeah, he
Wrong
proved
is
it.
wrong. And with
He
Karmelo,
proved it.
I know that, right? Wrong is wrong. I'm with him.
wrong. Murder
Wrist
is
broke.
wrong. This should not be profound. It is simply common sense.
Period.
Or at least I thought it was.
I'm mad that they just
With
let
all these
everybody
black
get a
social
camera and
justice
talk,
warriors
man.
online saying that we need to hear the
So
other
this Jockey the
side.
Duck, I'm done.
Here is the primary factor we're dealing.
Oh, wait. He just said something crazy. He said you can't hear, bruh. It is a crime. You got to hear the other side, bro. He want to live in a place where you could just pick people off the street, throw them in jail, not even hear from them again.
His wrist broke. Tony, them folk mental, man. You see the other dude with the wrist broke with that community?
Why you
What
stop it right
I'm
there?
asking, what I'm saying though is,
Hey, crazy.
if he's guilty, then why are you worried about hearing his side? Why are you
Man,
worried
I'm
about
like
hearing his
this.
side?
If little dude did that and he had no reason to do it, he got to go sit his ass down. And he
I don't know
tell
why.
the people, they need to let
I
his
don't know
ass
why
go.
his, why
You know
his
what I'm
eyes
saying?
keep on crossing. Why his eyes keep on crossing when he talked though? That's been
He
bothering
on
me.
that good dope.
I told you
y'all,
that
the man on that
nigga
good dope.
Potato Head.
The
Might be
man on
his
that
right
good
eye
dope,
and his
man.
left eye spot right now.
That man done smoked
got-
a whole 50.
He said, you know how you put the eyes on the wrong side? He swapped out the eyes the
He
wrong way.
on that
Man,
good dope, Tony. Y'all ain't listening. The man on the good dope,
his
man.
ears look
All right, man.
detachable, like you can just move
But-
his ears around. Look at his mouth, like no diddy. Like man, he look.
All right,
Cocaine is a hell of a
Fix his
drug.
face. Tony, fix his face. I'm stressing out.
All
I
right.
can't. I don't know what he do with that mouth. They look weird.
This should not
It
be
looks
profound.
so weird.
It is simply common sense.
That's what I
Yeah,
talk to
that's
his
what I'm
boyfriend
saying.
when he
That
does
little
his
hairline ain't.
With all these black social justice warriors online saying that we need to hear the other side, here is the primary factor we're dealing with. A young boy is dead over a backpack because a kid who didn't know how to control himself because of the conditions around which he was raised. And that
There you go.
How you know how you were
Now
raised?
you
You don't
lying.
even know.
The man in the damn suburb, good neighborhood. See?
You
That's
see what I'm
what I'm
talking
talking about, man.
You see how he
He in
assumed
Gwinnett
that this boy
County.
was a thug. He assumed this boy was a thug. This honor roll student, a local hero, literally. How many of y'all actually really met a local hero? The boy's literally a local hero. He literally saved a little 6-year-old white girl's life. Literally.
You can't make this
You don't
stuff
know
up,
that though.
man.
Wow.
He don't know. Because he just got mad and started
The man on that good dope, man. I keep telling y'all, man. The man that smoked the 50. He smoked the whole 50 slab.
He just assumed.
He on that good dope,
Listen to
man.
the last statement, bro. Come on.
backpack because a kid who didn't know how to control himself because of the conditions around which he was raised. And that
Your barber didn't know how to control that blade.
Hey, which one of them serial killers grew up in a rich home? Damn, what was that? Who
Oh
was
man, it's been a lot of
Bunch
them.
of them. Was it Ted Bundy?
Ted Bundy. Is it
Ted Bundy was one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The two Mendes brothers, the Mendes brothers.
The Mendez brothers, yeah.
Rich.
And they didn't let their ass out. They killed their mom and dad, and everybody knows it.
So my
But they
question
didn't
is,
get
the conditions he grew up in, why the hell did he start becoming a serial killer, bro? Why the conditions you grew up in, right? What the hell are you talking about, bro?
Right. What condition?
Man,
You
that
just
man don't know what the hell he
assumed.
talking about. Just like he don't know who the hell he is.
Max, you hell, Max. Yeah. I don't know nothing about that kind of beef. I damn sure don't know nothing about that kind of D he on.
Man, hairline, you know, he probably ain't sat down with no black folk in about 15 years either. Nigga, hairline is back here and saluting up this way. Like it don't even make no sense. The man really like, man, I don't.
All right, so this is the last one we're gonna show. We're gonna show Coon Tatum because I mean, at this point, I gotta call him that because I ain't never heard no. This is the worst one. This is the worst one I heard, and that, bro, I was mad, bro. I didn't even get through the video. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Oh,
This
yeah.
nigga's tripping.
This nigga's tripping, bro. Dude, right?
Yeah, come on now. And
I'm
mad I used to watch this man, because he's aggravating the hell out of me now, bro. Anyway, so
that young black boy would have killed another black boy at a track meet, we wouldn't hear about it. There would be no GoFundMe. There would be no, we need to stand with him. It's
okay. So
let me say this.
Wait. I do agree with that statement. I'm gonna keep it fair, even if I don't like you. That is true.
But let me say this though, Tony.
Let me finish the statement. If it was a black boy that stabbed another black boy just now, then it wouldn't have got this. It wouldn't have got to where it's at. It's because it's just a racial issue.
But then the thing though, he's not a YN. We're not talking about them Pooh Shiesty. Yeah, we ain't talking about the one in the Pooh Shiesty them doing all that. It's a good little kid.
I got it.
Kid. You feel me?
But it's true. It is true. Even if it was two suburban black kids, that's one of them stabbed, it wouldn't have got to where it is right now. So he is right about that. I ain't gonna say he is wrong, but I'm gonna bring it back, and then I want you to see the next part. He's foolish.
That young black boy would have killed another black boy at a track meet. We wouldn't hear about it. There would be no GoFundMe. There would be no, we need to stand with him. It's because he killed a white kid, and it's a race war underneath the surface of our country, mostly projected by black people.
Hold on.
I don't know how the hell he came to that. Mostly projected by black people.
Wait a minute.
Bro,
we the one talking about a race war.
It's a race war. That's why I stopped. Bro, I was listening to him like, okay. And then he said that. That's why I stopped. But I was like, wait.
Come on, man. Them folks been talking about a race war want to kill us for the longest. Skinheads and KKK and neo-Nazis and they go, man, what did you talking about? If you ain't black, if you black or brown, they want your ass up out of here. So what did he talking about? We ain't saying nothing about no race war. Huh?
Where are the groups that are talking about
please tell the group they want to start a race war
and take their country back or whatever? Like, bro,
yeah.
When he said that, I could not believe it, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I would not have believed
race war. We want a race war, and what the hell? Yeah, we just ain't let nobody. Ain't nobody going for it. We just ain't going for it. You ain't gonna hurt us. We ain't going for that now. I ain't gonna let you hurt me. That's the last thing you gonna do.
Okay, I want to get this question right here. Is that if the races were reversed, all hell would break loose. Really, if the races were reversed, black people, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It will be the exact same opposite. It's gonna be the exact same thing, but opposite. Everybody will be saying that the white boy was the aggressor. Right, the black community will be saying the white boy is the aggressor. He needs to go to jail, and the white people will be saying we need to wait for the facts to come out.
And
they would have raised money for him. It would have been the same thing on the other side, on both sides.
Look, if the roles were reversed, Tony, we wouldn't have put them in slavery, so it wouldn't be no racial shit going on. Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying, though. We wouldn't even have this problem right now.
We talking about
roles were reversed.
You going back to?
But I'm just saying, period. If the roles were reversed, that's what's causing all.
No. I'm just talking about this incident. If it was literally reversed,
causing all this, we supposed to raise like that. We ain't raised to hate nobody. When you show us hate, we show y'all hate. We ain't raised to hate nobody.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just trying to, because that will get us back to a way, because we were enslaving them in a point in time too.
Hey man,
so if you get to that argument, then we don't we don't want to go all that far back. But what I'm saying is, in this situation, if it was a white boy that got that stabbed a black boy, then it would have just happened in reverse.
Right.
Right. So yeah. Hey, we appreciate it. We got 86 of y'all in here. Just make
Hit
sure
that
y'all
like
hit that
button,
like
man.
button.
Let's go.
Hit that
Hit
like
that like
button.
button for us
Tap,
and
tap,
share,
like,
share.
like.
Keep on sharing. We appreciate y'all. But yeah. So like I'm saying, like, if it was reverse, it's definitely for sure. It would definitely for sure be exactly how it goes. It'll just be the white people saying we need to wait, and it'll be the black people saying that the white boy needs to get persecuted. Like, are we gonna keep it 100 or not? That's what would be happening.
That's about the side.
Facts.
Yes.
You
So,
right.
bro, we're
Hey,
tribal. Are we gonna act like we're not tribal? We are tribal. We are tribal people.
yeah.
Everybody is part of a tribe. We are trying to mix in a bunch of tribes into one country. It hasn't worked. It will never work. It's not gonna work. It's not. We
This ain't gonna work. You damn good right.
It's not gonna work. It's never gonna work. Okay, we could have some people that be like free love. I love some
Oh
people. It's
man.
be
Yeah,
some
we
of
get
us.
along with some people, but some
It'll
folks,
be
you
some
right.
of us. It'll be
Everybody
some
ain't
of us
gonna
that
always get
race
along.
mix. It'll be some of us that race mix, but it'll be the majority that doesn't. It'll be some of us that be like, we gotta love everybody. Majority of us is gonna be like, nah, I really secretly hate you, but I act like I don't. What's
Yeah.
gonna happen? That's what's gonna happen, bro. Like, if we stop being like it's
About right.
2025. How many times have y'all heard people go, it's 2021? I can't believe this is happening. It's 2022. I can't believe we gonna keep on doing this to 2200, 2500. We gonna be saying
2200,
the
right?
same damn thing. We
That's
gonna be in
funny
the
too. We
grave.
ain't gonna be here.
Hey, we gonna be in the grave and be like, I'm gonna send y'all.
I'm
I'm gonna send y'all a
heaven.
ghost message. I'm like, I told y'all niggas. It was like 2500. I can't believe it.
It's
You know what I'm
Hey,
2022.
hey, man.
They said it's,
Hey,
It's
it's
two.
it's gonna be like this. The God come back.
Amen.
2222.
Hey, that's right,
Let me
Tony.
see.
It's gonna be like this. The Jesus return. Yeah,
Amen.
yeah. He gonna be
Yeah,
all
bro.
one to fix this. It's like,
Let's stop
man,
acting, bro. It's only, but according to
That
him,
young
it's
black
only the
boy
black.
would
It's
have
the
killed
black
another
people that
that
are
young black
pushing
boy
this race war. So let's go ahead with the black people pushing the race war. Let's listen.
would have killed another black boy at a track meet. We wouldn't hear about it. There would be no GoFundMe. There would be no, oh, we need to stand with him. It's because he killed a white kid. And it's a race war underneath the surface of our country, mostly projected by black people against white folks. So when a black kid do something wrong, black people rally around the kid that did something wrong because they don't want the white boy to be right. They don't want white people to be right. They don't want white people to be on television saying that this black kid is a thug. They don't care that the black kid, I think that some of them do care, but I think that they're avoiding the point that the black kid actually took the life of somebody unnecessarily. Let me give you a couple factors here, which would bolster the legal argument that I have. I do believe that Carmelo Anthony will be found guilty if he goes to court. I think he's going to do a plea deal because he knows he's dead to rights. His attorneys know he's dead to rights. According to Texas State Penal Code, he will go to.
Bro,
What
how
up?
are you?
What, Carmelo
What?
you niggas
Anthony?
know it.
How are you jumping to
Not
he's
that,
gonna
not the
do
ball player.
plea deal?
Not the,
Okay, bro. What?
Yeah.
You know what?
yeah, I thought the same
This
thing when I heard
Yeah.
it. I was
this
like,
type of shit to make me mad.
Yeah, it's like that in the places where it's a multicultural. So like Japan don't have this problem. They're mostly uniform. It's mostly just Japanese there, right? But in places like in Europe, in like especially like London, yeah, it's high tensions over there. All right, but where it's homogenous, is not that many problems. But when you start mixing all these groups in, yeah, you're gonna have problems. That's just how it works. Everybody's tribal, and then we're so tribal, we're breaking it down to who you sleep with now. All right, with you,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sleep with women. Like that's what we doing now.
Yeah. The
Strictly,
LGBT they own
hey,
tribe.
bro,
You
the
know,
feminine, hey, lesbians, hey, the LGBT fight each other. I'm strictly dickly. I don't rock with
yeah,
you. You be swinging both ways. It's like, that's like
yeah,
y'all be fighting
yeah.
on y'all so tribal. Y'all break it down into who you sleeping with. So I don't want to hear this mess about we gonna kumbaya one day. It ain't happening, bro. And men and women fighting each other. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We only got men and women, and we fighting each other. That's all we got on earth, and we fighting each other.
Because you know what crazy? The Decepticons and the regular LGBT folks, they don't like each other. The
Yeah,
Decepticons and the
bro.
other ones, they don't like each other.
They're feminists. They're both feminists that don't like each other. They got like there's like intersectional feminists hate the damn. They call these other feminists like I think they call them TERFs, trans exclusionary radical feminists. That's what they call them, and they fight each other. bro. It's like the feminists are fighting each other.
Even the what's got look. Even the thing about it, Tony. Even the Democrats got the left and they got the far left.
Yeah, the Republicans got the MAGA and they got the never Trumpers. Nigga, like,
you right about that.
you got the
I didn't think
business
about
inside
it.
of the business, nigga. You got fight. You fighting inside of the fight. Like, what
Yeah,
the hell we talking
you
about?
damn good right about that.
Nigga, even black people can't even get together. We just seen that dude over there try to act like Tom. And then we
Yeah.
got somebody over here trying to be super pro-black, and them niggas ain't never gonna get together. So, bro, like, stop Stop it. I want to hear this, like, this kumbaya shit.
That
We
might
ain't
be
getting
the best
along.
breakdown I've never heard in my life about.
What about the best breakdown? Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's one of the best breakdowns. What's up?
Oh, man. All right, so let's let this guy finish, man.
They ain't got nothing else to say.
It's probably more harshly than he would if he do a plea deal. I think he's going to do a plea deal, and I think in the plea deal they're going to give him manslaughter charges, and he's only going to do 5 or 8 years in prison, which is a travesty.
Oh, you know. Oh, wait. He just reminded me of something.
Hey,
Do y'all remember both of them, John? Do y'all remember both of them, John? Anybody? Any of y'all remember that name? Okay, both of them, John, was a man sitting in his apartment in his underwear eating some ice cream. The man was eating ice cream in his underwear in his apartment. You can do that. You got your own damn apartment.
About the police came and shot him.
Bro, the man just watching TV, eating ice cream. This girl Amber Geiger walk into his apartment and on his couch and gets only 2 years in jail. Did y'all even know that she got out? Y'all know she out now, right?
I know she out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you want to lose your shit over this case. But this man was sitting in his drawers in his house. And y'all was like, oh, give her the benefit of the doubt. She thought it was her apartment. She was scared. It was a black man sitting in her apartment.
I think it's my apartment and it isn't. Oh,
yes.
Hell no.
You remember that
Oh,
story?
Lord. I don't. No, I don't. No.
I didn't see Officer Tatum losing shit over that. That's all I'm saying, bro. Keep it 100. Just keep it 100. Don't sit here and go and you lose your mind over this case, but you don't want to talk about all these hundreds of other cases that I could just bring up.
That's crazy.
Like, come on now.
That's wild.
Don't do that shit.
Hey, man. Can't make this stuff up.
If he goes to trial,
and don't get me started on it was a black judge that was Amber Geiger was crying in the court. She goes over there and brings her a Bible and starts stroking her hair and saying, it's gonna be okay. I ain't never seen a judge do that to nobody. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We'll bring that video up, bro.
Long down the road.
And then the boy's brother walks up and goes on the stand and tells her, I forgive you. That shit pissed me off,
I
bro.
wouldn't have forgave nothing. I ain't forgive you for nothing. Let her ride.
Well, that'd been like 40 years.
My thing is, why is he getting only manslaughter? This lets me know you want him to plead because there's something. There's something here missing.
I don't care how many times he points his finger and does this while he's talking. He's speaking stupid.
Feel like a goofball.
He's just trying to appear smart.
This is how he loses unequivocally. In the state of Texas, they charged him with first-degree murder. First-degree murder is when you murder somebody intentionally or knowingly causing the death of another person. That's subsection 1.
What the hell are you talking to?
Subsection
like we
2
ain't in
is
America.
intending to cause serious bodily.
Yeah, he's just going. He's a cop though. He's a cop. So
Oh, you to be a police? Oh, hell, no wonder. He bleed blue. You don't bleed us. He bleed blue anyway.
Officer Tatum. His name.
Officer.
I went. He had said something crazy about slavery one time, and I went in his conversation. I was like, "Yo, bro, I would debate you, bro, because this is wild." And he replied, and he said, "Okay, anytime." I was like, "Cool, let's do it." And he never responded. He stopped right there. I was like, he had me hot. I was like, "Nah, we're gonna have to debate about this shit." Because I told him what he said was crazy. He said there was no black people that fought in the civil war.
I just went over there yesterday.
This man said that it was no black people that fought in the Civil War to get themselves free. It was only the white people that fought for you.
Tony, I just went over there yesterday. I just told the video yesterday of the white dude breaking it down about all the black folks that fought in the Civil War and stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of them, bro. Compared to our population size, there was a lot of us in there. And then let's not mention how y'all send us to. I know, like D-Day. Oh, y'all love to sow D-Day. Y'all love to go storming the beach of Normandy, but you don't sow that. You had the black men go first
on the front line.
We was y'all bullet bags. See, y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all only showing y'all movies after we took all the bullets for you. We got all the way up the damn mountainside. Then y'all wanted to bring your boys in the back. Oh, but you don't want to talk about that. Oh, wait. What about Vietnam? What about the Vietnam War? What about the Vietnam War? What about the Vietnam War? Somehow, black people got overdrafted over every other race. We're a smaller population. How the hell did we get overdrafted? Oh, oops.
Wow.
They always do the oops with us, bro. Oops. I'm sorry, black people. Oops.
Hey, you know why they mad too? Abraham Lincoln said they wouldn't have won the war if it weren't for the black soldiers. They weren't gonna beat them folk, man. Yeah,
man.
They
Like,
did. He
come on
did say
now.
that too.
Bro, I was like, you don't want to. He didn't want to debate that. He started thinking about it. He was like, maybe they did fucking damn Civil War. Maybe I'll leave that shit alone. Like, bro, you gotta stop saying crazy shit. Yeah, and he is married to a white lady. Yeah, he is.
That makes sense too.
Yeah,
I don't say that, but you know,
it's wild to me. It's wild to me that he just making these statements. It's like, bro, I get it. I used to watch him, but he's just been going. It's been worse and worse every year. I used to watch him. He was like trying to keep, hey, I'm on the facts. But it's like, I guess he sees his audience. You get what I'm saying? And he's like, all right, let me pander. That I feel like that's what's happening. Instead of facts, it's like
That's all he got to be doing. Because what he said don't make no damn sense.
don't make no damn sense. But you know,
like I just want to see a nigga go to jail. That's it.
I just want to see a nigga
go to jail.
Yeah, man. All right, man. We went a little over, but we do need to play everybody's avatar. Shout out, had the avatars unite. Shout out to everybody. But you see, we only went over the character, and we only went over the true stories, and we only showed people that were overreacting because we're not gonna make no speculation yet. I'm not saying he's innocent, and I'm not saying he's not innocent. Why the hell would I do that? I don't know. I don't have none of. I wasn't there. It sounds like it's a bunch of misinformation. That's all I'm saying. But all right, let's play these Abbies, man.
Got them talking. I'm on my phone.
You don't got it? Okay, I got it. I can do it.
I'm on my phone because I got ready to pull out. I got some stuff to do tonight.
All right, so shout out, Gina. All right.
Gina's big mad, and she ain't taking no mess. This is one of the OG members and the first paid Patreon member. Your custom avatars on deck.
Right. Yep. Appreciate that, Jeff. Yeah. So the way you get a custom avatar is you join our Patreon just to support us, and you get a custom cartoon of your choosing and any words you want to be said. So we thank you all of our Patreon members for supporting this channel. All right. So who else we got here today? We got X. Shout out to X.
We got X in the building. One of the original OGs. Just became a mad spender. Mad one. Stand up.
All right. Shout out to Danielle too. Queen D.
This woman loves to hold her man down, and she doesn't take no mess. Y'all show some love for Danielle.
All right. And Dre. Everybody forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody want to talk. Like they got something to say. I don't even remember that's how I used to go. I used to walk down the hallway saying that shit. But shout out, Dre.
This man went outside during the solar eclipse, came back with superpowers. Now he lifts up his car just for fun. Y'all show some love for the newest big spender, Andre.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff too. We see you, Jeff.
This man is super mad about what y'all are saying too, but he still has time to crack jokes. Y'all give it up for Jeff.
All right. And we have Max. Shout out my boy Max.
Allow me to introduce the man with the greenery that's from another land, but it blends with the scenery. Facts, direct, young, black, leader. Don't tell him to relax. He's already Max. Leisure.
That's the one time out there was over a woman. Man, you crazy as hell, man. Man, crazy. Everybody ain't over no woman, man.
All right. Who else? Tice ain't here today, is he? No,
I
he
see
ain't.
Tice.
All right. Shout out Dubs.
You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the mad guy. Y'all give it up for Dubs.
That's right. We got
Oh,
our
cool.
guy Ill Will. Ill Will in the building. Shout out Ill Will.
He's sick of the BS and sick with madness. So sick he became ill. Ill will.
Hey.
You done piss me off. Ha. Watch out now.
Laguna.
I'm mute.
Arsenal winning 3-0 over Real Madrid. For all the soccer people out there, shout out to you, Goon. I know you a happy man right now, so let's
You
go.
done piss me off. Ha. Watch out now, I'm pissed. Tell me who you're talking to. Listen up. Ha.
All right, shout out to Charlie. He got us on over there, working out, getting himself right. Shout out to Charlie.
He's just an alien inspired by love, reminding people that every day above ground is a good one. You want facts or fiction, he'll find them both. Charlie Funk.
All right, and I believe we've seen Chrissy in here as well. So shout out to Chrissy.
Chrissy, what's going on?
Is it playing? What's up with this thing? All
Nah,
right,
hey, there you go.
okay.
There's a beat up over the side of the head.
He said everything is over a woman, but
Hey man, hey, all the wars been over women. This one about no woman right here. Well, I don't know. But right now, it don't look like it's about no damn woman.
yeah.
Hey, but I like that sweater.
Nah, Dubs ain't here. You always talk about everybody saying got to play Dubs Avatar, so we just run it. The Dubs, I don't think Dubs is here.
What do it, man?
Yeah,
Oh, you got to run Dub.
we have 14 likes. Yeah. We have 14 people on the YouTube side. Most of the people over there on Twitter. So so that's good. 14 people in here, 14 likes on the YouTube side, and we got 75 over there on X. Shout out to y'all over there on X.
Shout out.
But yeah, for sure. We need to go ahead and get up out of here. We try to be as fair and reasonable as possible. We're not making any crazy judgments. I'm just getting on the people that's just trying to make this boy a thug before they find out the whole story. We don't know the whole story yet. We
They
don't
done
know
did that Uncle Ruckus. Did you see the episode with Uncle Ruckus when they accused the blind man of killing them folks? He could be guilty. That nigga is
guilty.
I got the rope right here. Uncle Ruckus, man, folks, man.
Yeah, bro. They want you want that little boy to be guilty that bad. I mean, he's an honor roll student. He's a local hero. He saved a little white girl when he was just 14 years old, right? And he's going to college. Well, he was going to college. We don't know. Like I said, if he's free, if he actually didn't do it, then we'll hopefully it plays out the right way. If he did do it, hopefully he gets punished. It's that simple. Yeah.
It ain't hard.
But I hate that it happened. I don't think that. I just wish that they didn't even get to the point of you being like. I just wish you didn't even try to push him out the tent. I don't understand why. Like that part I don't get.
Max is crazy.
Play stupid game, win stupid prizes. That's all I can say.
See, I bet you some white girl was looking at him too hard. His track muscles were all glistening in the rain. Okay, right. Anyway, man, on that note, we're gonna end it right there, though. But yeah, if y'all got any last words y'all want to say on that before we get out here, y'all could. But
crazy world, man. It's a crazy world. Keep prayed up. Keep God number one. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Okay. I hate that this happened. I feel sorry for the little boy that lost his life, but let the facts come out and stop judging this little boy until everything come out, man. Yeah. R.I.P. the little dude who lost his life, and hey, we'll see what happens from here. That's all I got to say.
Pretty much.
Everybody.
Same thing we can. Okay. Well, we out of here, man. We appreciate all y'all.
Tomorrow.
I think we had 2 or 3.
I'll be on tomorrow, y'all.
We appreciate y'all. All right. Already. Until next time.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Welcome to the Mad Ones podcast, where all the real ones still